right, so I'm basically forcing my own hand with this one. Essentially, we're going to tier 4 Cable. That's going to be happening in the next couple of days. I might have to tier 4 him ahead of time and then release the video a little bit later. But this is essentially just a preamble, a setup, essentially, to the Cable tier 4. Because I'll tell you what it is, basically. There's one reason, well, there's two reasons why I want to tier 4 Cable now. Oh, A, he looks cool and everything. B, he's going to help my account. ABX, ABL. But more importantly, C, which I didn't even mention, is stage 45 plus of Kang. Now, this has already been reported to be doable by a couple of different accounts. You guys reached out to me online and hit me up and showed me the ways of the Cable. So this clear by APN Frankie actually was a failure, or at least they, you know, he mentioned that he couldn't do it here. But on the other hand, we do have Bob Sarge here with a level 80 tier 3 Cable getting it done here with a Star-Lord Taskmaster lineup. Now, I don't know what CTP he's using, but I also have Matanor testing it out, and he appears to be able to do it with a mighty energy once he gets the artifact. He's just a little bit shy of clearing it, so it'll be difficult to climb, I think, with a level 80 tier 3 Cable, but tier 4 Cable, absolutely, 100% should be able to climb, and that means I don't have to get Star-Lord, I don't have to get Gamora, and we all know that Black Panther unfortunately does not have Weapon Master, so he's not going to cover those tags anyways. So that is my, you know, really the motivation to tier 4 Cable. Also, the motivation to tier 4 Cable is I really do want to tier 4 someone. Look at this shit. We're almost at 20k again. Like, I genuinely do. I just don't have a lot of value stored up in these characters that justifies it. But Cable, from the World Boss Legend restrictions, does hit a lot of different stages with Machine and Weapon Master and Leadership. We talked about that in the initial review. But just to refresh your guys' memories, if we go back to that window and we pop open the MFF tab stuff, you will see once it loads that Cable is actually available for, I believe it's 26 different stage requirements, which is the highest for any male tier 4. So if you see, or whatever, it's just any male. So you see here, he's right up at 26, which puts him with Sharon Rogers and Black Widow and Shadow Shell. And actually, there's only 2 characters that are higher than Cable, which is Spider-Gwen and Luna. So I think that is enough value to have swayed my opinion. Really, in my opinion, it was the Kang thing that made me sway my opinion. But anyways, 3 minutes into the video, why am I making this video if this video is not going to be tier 4 in Cable? Well, because I need to expend my resources. One, I need to go in and try to get his artifact again. I need to get his artifacts. We got 20,000 of this essence, so we're going to start popping this and see if we pull a 4-star or hopefully a 5-star or a 6-star Cable. That would be amazing. However, now that I think about it and say that, Cable doesn't really need the artifact to be 5 or 6 stars. As we talked about, I believe the scaling doesn't really matter much after 4-star, although I could be mistaken. But it's certainly, like, I would never splurge for a 6-star Cable. Unless you're a big super fan of the character and you want to go for like rank 1, I wouldn't splurge even with a selector. And unfortunately, I bought the 3-star selector from the relay, and I ended up getting Strife. Now, I ended up getting Strife with a 3-star, even though I'm going to be tier 4 in Cable here, because I want to eventually replace that with a 6-star Strife. So it's very much a placeholder for me, and I'll show you guys after we waste the rest of this essence. Hopefully not in vain. I think the best way for this video to wrap up would be for me to pull a 4-star or higher Cable. That would be amazing. And then that coupled with the tier 4. Oh, that's a 4-star Blue Dragon. Damn. Very close, though. Very close. It's the right typing. It's Blast. And it's also tier 4. There's Ancient One, the 3-star, tier 3. Could you imagine? But that was not Cable. Damn. I mean, listen, 4-stars are nice. I'm not going to complain. But we need that juicy Cable. We already got Omega Red. Now we just need to finish the trifecta with Cable. But yeah, the 3-star Strife is absolutely a placeholder. The healing is pretty shit at 3 stars, and it definitely scales fantastic up to 6 stars. Cable and Strife are basically the opposites when it comes to artifacts, where one scales really well, and the other one, honestly, the scaling doesn't matter. And I'm actually glad that the scaling doesn't matter very much for Cable and tier 4, because otherwise it would really put pressure on players to get a very high level artifact for him if they wanted to really just, like, squeeze the most juice. And then that would just feel kind of cringy, especially because he seems to be quite meta. ABX, ABL, World Boss Legend, you know, that sort of thing. I haven't really seen his action in GBR. I'm hoping it's good, and eventually as well we'll graduate him to a Rage for ABX, ABL. It's a 3-star America's Chavez. Damn. But at least for now, what I'm thinking is if he can do it, if he can barely do it at level 80 tier 3 with an artifact and a PvE build, you know, with a mighty energy, I'm guessing that a tier 4 Cable should be able to skate through 45 to 49 of Kang with a regular energy. So I don't usually do this, but what I basically want to highlight with the tier 4 Cable, that's a 3-star Arachnite. Damn, I'm not going to get it, eh? Shit. What I wanted to highlight with the tier 4 Cable is how much work he can put in with a regular CTP. I think that's an interesting angle that I haven't explored enough in videos. That's a 3-star Swordmaster. God damn, just give me Cable. Damn it, so many named artifacts. Like, I don't even, at this point, I don't even care if it's a 3-star. Even a 3-star Cable. 4-star M'Baku, that's a slap. That's a slap in the nuts. That's a straight up a nut shot right there. You guys gave away 4-star M'Baku. Please don't do this to me. You guys gonna do this to me? Oh well. But anyways, if a tier 3 Cable can almost do a 45 Kang at tier 380, then I'm guessing my tier 4 Cable will be able to crush it all the way to, hopefully all the way to 50. We're gonna do a couple of singles here because I'm just so desperate. But it looks like this is a corpse. This is a corpse opening for Cable. God damn. I mean, I can't really complain. I got Omega Red. I can't complain. I've been saying for a while that I can't pull named artifacts right after updates, but I did get that one. And overall, it wasn't too bad. Okay, yeah, it was pretty bad. I got a bunch of 3-stars and I got 2 4-stars. That's actually kind of shit. But yeah, as you can see here, we still have a regular energy on him. We slapped on a couple more Odin's Blessings, but we're only at, what, 7? So it's not too crazy. We're at just under 75,000 energy attack. So I think at tier 4, he should crush with an energy. And then Strife, on the other hand, we got the 3-star version. It's only 1% HP, and that scales all the way up to 2.5% at a 6-star. So my plan is for the Black Friday bingo, if I don't get a 5-star or a 6-star version for Strife before then, just by chance through Celestial Essence gambling, then I will use the selector on him to get a 6-star version, because that scaling is just too good to pass up. But Cable, in the meantime, is absolutely going to catch these tier 4 nuts, and that'll be basically back to back, because I'm going to tier 4 Cable soon, and then Black Panther is going to drop in a few days if you guys haven't seen the sneak peek, and I absolutely want a tier 4 Black Panther. Literally the only thing that can delay this from happening for me is if the sneak peek drops and it's another tier 4 that I want even more. I can't really think of another tier 4 right now that would rival, that would like make sense. Like, it doesn't really make sense that they would release 3 tier 4s, right? So even that itself, I'm not saying the next sneak peek after Black Panther is going to be another tier 4. I'm recording this before the second sneak peek, by the way, guys. But I'm just saying that that would be the only thing to really derail the possibility of me tier 4 in Cable. Like, what would it have to be? Like, tier 4, it would have to be something insane, like Doctor Strange or like Silver Surfer or some shit. Like, it would have to be some crazy ass hype shit, like Rogue tier 4. Like, that would pretty much, and even then, it probably wouldn't stop me, because I have enough materials to tier 4 3 characters. It would drain me dry, but it wouldn't stop me. So that's basically the plan right now. Unfortunately, I really wanted to pull his artifact to be like, yo, like, you know, for everything to fit. But we'll tier 4 him. We'll crush through those Kang stages. And then the other thing I'm going to do here, and I want to just quickly talk about this. I was thinking about starting the video with this, but I actually would prefer to end the video with this, because I don't want to, you know, I don't want to intro the video with like talking about spending money and shit. But this Doctor Strange card pack, I didn't talk too much in depth about it, but I went back and looked. Okay, so it's $70 Canadian for me, which is 80 after tax, and it gives 4,500 crystals. Now, if you compare that on Black Friday, not right now, but on Black Friday, to the same cost crystal pack, which is the one there on the far right, the 5,500 crystals for the same price, right? The bonus on Black Friday, it bumps up to about 4,000 crystals. So you, yeah, I think it's about 3,900 or 4,000 crystals. So you get about 9,500 crystals. But then you deduct, right, for the same price. But then to do the math properly, you then deduct from that 9,500, you deduct 4,500, right? So you take 9,500, you minus 4,500. I know this is like boring ass math, but you get about 5,000 crystals. Then on Black Friday, you imagine, okay, if I'm not going to buy this, but I was just going to buy raw crystals and gamble on Black Friday to try to get premium cards, right? And I have a chance to get all 5 of these Doctor Strange cards to get the card collection, right? You're following me? So on Black Friday, these are discounted. They're discounted by 40%. So they go down from 675 each, they go down to 405. So you take the 5,000 crystal difference on the raw crystals during Black Friday, you know, minus the ones that you get from that pack, right? And you divide that 5,000, which is the difference between the 9,500 and the 4,500 from the pack. You get 5,000. So then you divide 400, you divide 5,000, you divide 405 into that, you get about 12 pulls. So the long story short, is it possible to get all 5 of these Doctor Strange cards in 12 pulls? The answer is no. The answer is literally just no. It would be basically, you would have to have the most godly luck possible, because they're probably not as rare as premium cards, right? But they're still rare. You can check the chance up, whatever. There's no way that they're as rare as the premium card, right? Or even if they are as rare as the premium card, they would have to be insanely common, which isn't the case. So because of that, the chances of you pulling all 5 in 12 pulls is not 0, but close enough to 0 that it actually makes sense for me to get this rather than banking on getting all 5 for the collection during Black Friday. And what that means is that during Black Friday instead, I would be pressured into spending way more pulling extra premium cards that I may or may not need for card crafting just to try to finish the collection. Not to mention the very real possibility, due to, like, you know, RNG rigging and RNG fixing, that you end up pulling 4 of them, and then there's one that you're missing, and you keep getting other duplicates of ones you already have, but not that singular one that you're missing. And I can show you exactly what that looks like, because if you look at my new the art book cards, I've pulled all 4 of those multiple times, but guess what? That the singular one that has always eluded me is the one that I'm missing for the collection. So yeah, that's kind of the math that I did to figure that out, and I was just sort of coupling that with the cable thing, because I wanted to get him tier 4, and it was sort of, I was wrestling between that purchase or the artifact purchase here to get this relay thing. I'm not going to do both before you in comment shit telling me to get both. I'm not going to get both unless this video blows up and gets like 50,000 views, which is obviously not going to, and I'm fine with that. But yeah, I was thinking either, you know, do this one and select cable, or I'm even considering selecting cable from this one here, just to cut out the middleman and sort of, you know, get that done. But yeah, hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of that. Better luck than me with your Celestial Essence pulls. Thanks for watching. Smash the like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.